Religious witchcraft is when people make you do what they want and not what God wants. And in many cases, it's what God would never want for you. So there's a lot of people that are in the church or regular churchgoers that are not healed of their soul wounds. They have not truly forgiven all those that have hurt them, not repented for their pride, not repented for their sin. And they got a lot of pride, and they are hearing a lot of demonic thoughts that puff them up and want them to be in charge of things. You know, could be the worship leader, could be the intercessor, could be the pastor's wife, could be the deliverance person. And if they're not healed of their wounds, they're not delivered of their demons, then the thoughts that they're getting fed in their mind, the voices they're hearing, largely are going to be demonic. And so they will convince them oftentimes that they're hearing from the Lord. And in some cases, they will hear incorrectly the things that are coming from demonic spirits. The demons can also give those people some true things about a person. Oftentimes they have to divine it. Sometimes they have to touch you in order to hear what the demons are going to tell them about that person. That will convince the person that they've got to be hearing from God, because only God would know that. Well, Satan and demons know things about you as well. So you got to understand the religious witchcraft in the church is very hard to discern. And for the average person, they don't discern it. And then the people that are actually operating under that will try to control you, manipulate you, make you do what they want and not what God would want for you. Oftentimes what God wants for you is completely opposite of what another person that's operating under religious witchcraft is saying that God wants for you. And that can get you completely off course. So you have to be extremely discerning, and you have to be aware that there are people that have nefarious motives in their heart. They're not healed, they're not delivered. They want to make you do what they want. Now there's a lot of people that have moms and dads, parents, that at the core, that's witchcraft if they're trying to make you do what they want and not what God wants for you in your life. So you may have to block people. You may have to pull away from people because the enemy knows that, well, gee, you're going to be told things that will be twisted. Like, well, gee, you got to obey your parents. Children obey your parents. Well, if you're an adult and your parents aren't obeying God, you should not be obeying your parents. They'll hurt you, obviously, in ways. And the same thing with your spouse, same things with people in the church. So understand, Galatians 5:16 through 19 talks about the fruit of the flesh. And one of the things is sorcery, which is witchcraft. Again, it doesn't mean that that person necessarily has to be casting spells and doing the typical witchcraft things. All they have to do is to make you feel guilty, make you feel shame if you don't do what they want. So you need to make sure that you are, of course, healed and set free and delivered of everything that the enemy's ever hurt you with, so that you can discern at a higher rate. All right, so I've got a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's helping people to get healed from wounds and delivered so they can actually hear from the Lord. That book's available on Amazon and paperback, Kindle, and Audible. You can also go out to our website, restored2tofreedom.com. Click on Contact Me and submit the form. We will contact you, set up a session where we'll take you through inner healing and deliverance. And you can also call 317-459-7091. All right, thanks. Bye.